Okay guys, so today's video is going to be a tag video. I hope you guys are enjoying our Halloween videos. This is the Halloween tag. Some people are calling it the scary skeleton tag. That's pretty clever. So I don't know how many questions it is. I think there's 14, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're just going to read through the questions and I'll answer them and maybe talk about them a little bit. And I'll put them down below for you guys so that you guys can answer them too and do this tag. And maybe I'll tag a few people that might want to do this tag as well. Okay, number 1. What's your favorite scary movie, horror movie? I would have to say the Chucky movies are one of my favorites. But the Chucky movies to me, even the first and second one, again, the third one and the fourth one are not scary. They were kind of more humorous. And then the newer ones that have come out are kind of like a lot of humor too. They're, you know, they're scary, but it's like they're a little humorous. So I would say Chucky, but then my secondary one would probably have to be the Scream movies or Michael Myers. The Halloween movies. The Halloween movies are one of my all-time favorites. I love those movies, and I'm so excited for the new one to come out really soon. Okay, 2. If you were in a horror movie, if you were in a horror movie, how far do you think you would get? 5 minutes, halfway, or all the way to the end credits? Personally, I'd like to believe I can make it all the way to the end credits, but at least halfway. I think I'll give that as a good middle between there. Number 3, favorite scary video game. I don't know what it's called, but it's these two sisters and it's a VR game. And you go through their house and the sisters chase you. I'm not 100% sure what it's called. And then there's this Conjuring one that you can play. And you're looking for spirits and you're going into the other realm. So I like those ones. Number 4, favorite scary story. Scary story. I think the Boogeyman story is pretty good, and the Hollow Man. Those are what I'm gonna say. Number 5, what's one unusual thing that you're afraid of? Well, I wouldn't say it's unusual. The only thing I'm really afraid of is clowns. I just do not like clowns. I do not do clowns. I don't find it funny when people are like, oh, clown mouse, rah! I don't think it's funny. So that's what I'd be scared of. But I don't know if it's really unusual. Number 6, what's your first memory of Halloween? My first memory of Halloween is my dad taking me out trick-or-treating in Storm Lake, Iowa. It was freezing. It was snowing. There was ice on the floor, on the ground, I mean. And I had to wear snow pants over my dress. Or I think I was a princess. I'm not 100% sure. And I had to wear a winter jacket over my costume, so you could only see the bottom of it. And we went trick-or-treating around our house. And my mom was with my grandma, I think, and my brother, I don't know, remember there was. He was with somebody. I think he was a baby though, so I don't think he was old enough to go trick-or-treating. And we went up to this house and we went, we were going to go to the door and there's this scarecrow guy standing on the deck and I was like, Dad, I don't want to go past him. And my dad's like, he's not real, I'll just go poke him. So my dad took an umbrella and poked him and he jumped and went, rah! And it was a real guy dressed as a scarecrow sitting on his thing. And I screamed and ran down the sidewalk and went to the end. And my dad jumped. And that's my first Halloween memory that I can think of. Okay. 7. What's your favorite... Oh, I already did that. Oh, no. What's your favorite Halloween memory? Just trick-or-treating with all my friends in middle school and high school and then elementary school when we used to go, and having Halloween parties, that kind of thing. One of my favorites is also when we used to have Halloween sleepovers when we would watch all these scary movies and make a ton of food and pass out candy. That was kind of my favorite. 8, best Halloween costume you've had. I'm not giving away what I am this year, but I think this year's costume is pretty cool too. But I really, really loved last year's costume. as a queen and king, or Queen Genevieve and King Arthur. I really loved those costumes. Worst costume you've had? One time I was half a cat with my best friend Helena. It's not the worst costume, but all I had was the tail, and I had the ears and she had the tail, and we were both wearing black, and we had to stand together, and like we had to explain it to every single person who opened the door to give us candy. So it was like, it was probably one of the worst. Okay, 10. Which is scarier? Oh, all the questions below are which is scarier. Werewolves or vampires? That's a tough one. I feel like werewolves, you could avoid them if you don't go into like the forest and things like that. But vampires, I feel like, will be around more. But vampires can't come into your house, if that's true, I don't know. Can't come into your house unless they're welcomed in and they don't like garlic. So I would say scarier would be werewolves. Okay, 11. Which is scarier, ghosts or zombies? Zombies. Zombies, hands down. 12. Creepy dolls or creepy clowns? I just said what my biggest fear is, so obviously creepy clowns would be my pick for that. And 13. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, or Leatherface? Well, you can't really get rid of Freddy because he's in your dreams. Although, everybody on that list besides Leatherface is one of those reoccurring characters that just comes back. Leatherface, I don't think, has any sequels to its movie, so he could potentially, die. So, I wouldn't say him. Michael Myers is pretty scary, and he does not, die. He just comes back. So does Jason, though. But you can put Jason at the bottom of the lake and trap him there. And he stays there for a certain amount of years. Freddy Krueger, though, is in your dreams, and you can't really get rid of him. I'm going to say Michael Myers, I think, is the scariest, with a second option of Freddy Krueger, probably. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's all the questions on that one. Okay, so that was our Halloween tag. I will put the questions below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thought this was just kind of a fun little Halloween video to add to our group. And this is Halloween video 5, I believe. So I'm really, really excited to share this with you guys. I hope you guys will do it as well. I'm going to tag Sarah from Sarah Stern Vlogs, and I'm going to tag... I'm going to tag my friend Dave. I'm going to tag him because I'm very interested to see what he says about this. But if I didn't tag you, don't feel left out. Do the tag as well. Send it to me so that I can see what you pick, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.